slight technical problem. As it is at the moment, just coming back online so we can let you know what's going on. Hopefully, I can get my co presenter into the chat as well so we can come and give you some feedback on what's actually happening. I'm going to be sending out the. The live broadcast again. Yeah, unfortunately, we do have sometimes problems, and it all comes about. So, yeah, hopefully we can get it going again and give you an indication of what's going on the track at the moment. So, yep, we'll be looking at what's happening, who's doing what, and then, as I mentioned, give you some feedback on what's currently taking place. So hopefully everything will now go a lot better than it was going at that point in time. I do apologize for the technical errors that we've had, but I am sure that we would have now fixed everything so it's working properly at the moment. So thank you for being patient. We're on with staff at the moment. A lot of people going left and right. And as I mentioned, we will give you some indications on what's going on and what's happening. I know that it was a little bit difficult for everybody to join at the moment, but we are trying to fix what we can as fast as we can as well. So if you are joining the stream right now, sorry for the delay, and hopefully we can broadcast properly now. As I mentioned, we try and bring you this F1 series from the South African Academy Online Racing. However, we always seem to have a little bit of problems now and then. So hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully we've fixed what we've needed to do in order to get the best out of the stream at the moment. So, yeah, it looks as though we are on board with Wasi at the moment. And, yeah, he's put in quite a nice time of 1 minute 27 995. So great stuff from Wazzy at the moment. Right behind him is Weza. Weza's done a 129.533. So that, and then obviously David coming up in third on the practice at 129.543. So a little bit there. Back online. Yeah, you're right, Papa Jer. Right online. I had obviously a technical problem, so thanks for the message there. And yeah, we bought some equipment some time ago. I put everything up to try and make it happen, and obviously we had some difficulties. So if you are joining us, I see there's 7 guys online. We had up to 17 watching, and I think that was great. And then all of a sudden I lost the feed. So it's great to have you back. Yeah, so as I mentioned here, number 5 there, in 5th position on the practice currently is our good man, Mr. Springbuck Gamer himself. New invites have been sent out. Yes, I had sent out new invites. Let me see. I haven't actually lost anybody, but I might have to just flick back and see if I can just invite some people to the stream and obviously what's going on. So let me see if I can get them back in here. I just want to see if I can also invite some people. Am I able to do so? At the moment, not. So, Yeah, we lost out a little bit. Dylan, if you come back in, you can actually just go on my name and come back into. Oh, he's lost the front end. There we go. He's out of it. I think that was. Who was that? Oh my goodness. Second place. So the Sackman, I think, was out on that particular session just towards the end. So, yeah, a little bit difficult for him. So let's just quickly give you a rundown quickly of what's going on. Weza, then it is Devitt, then Wazi was top of the pack there. And then if I look, Munna was in fourths, then Springbok Gamer. Gav Pig, very nice from Vino for real. Coming in seventh there. Then the Sackman, the Judge 03 coming in ninth. 10th was Pete Bullis, and then Staffy, Dylan. Obviously, those guys towards the bottom half. So, yeah, it's great to have you on board. And I do apologize for the technical problems we had. And I'm glad that you're still with us. And thank you for the messages that you're sending through right now. And hopefully we can bring you all the action here on the South African Academy Online Racing for the esports series here in South Africa for the championship for the F1. So here we go for qualifications right now. It's basically 18 minutes. They need to get out there, qualify around this 5.4 kilometer track. It's got 15 turns, and as I mentioned, it is in the Middle East. I don't know how much of the live stream we caught from the other side, but I was mentioning that I lived in the Middle East for 2 years. I can tell you it is very, very hard on the body when it comes to temperature-wise. During the day, during summer, and normally during when this race, it's still sort of winter going into autumn. So the temperatures aren't that bad. You still get up to your 30 degrees and 32, 34 degrees, 38 degrees. But that's sort of the sort of temperatures that you get up to during the time of this race in the Middle East. So not too much worries there. Obviously, the guys are sitting comfortably at home at the moment, so not too many problems for them at the moment. So they'll be getting out, I'm sure, as I mentioned, and I don't know if you heard, they want to make sure there is as little drag as possible on the car. We're going out, first of all, with Gooseman 4. And what we'll do is we'll go. So we got Dylan on an outer lap. We have Stratum Ivan on a outer lap, as well as the Munna, Staffy, Blixen P, as well as Gavin, and then obviously Wazi. So they're all on outer laps. Let's see who's coming through with the first quickest time. They will just pop right up to the top there. And then we can see exactly what was going on there. So let's see. We're on board with Goose Man 4 at the moment. Let's pop down. There we go. There's Wasi coming through. He's on the back end. That's not the start and finish. So he's going to, for the GP the GP track, it's on the other side of the stand. So here he comes through the S's. He's going to be going down into about fourth gear around about now, and then pulling out as quick as he can be down the straight, going into a 90 degree on the left, and then obviously pushing himself towards the finish line. And there we go. Thanks, Gerald. Gerhard, sorry. Thank you, Gerhard. We'll have a look at Dylan and see where he is currently. But going through, hopefully there's a time set. No time set. So it is obviously mainly the ambition of these guys to make sure they set a time at the moment. Nothing happening there. Let's go to the Sabres, and here in the green helmet is Dylan. Also on an out lap, also trying to set up a time at the moment and see what's going through there. Hopefully he can set up a good time. A little bit under pressure on the brakes there, but he seems to be doing quite nicely. Also had a little chat with him. He was concerned about his time, but yeah, he's really doing not too badly. There, Blixen P puts up a score. He puts up a time. His teammate, in actual fact, puts up a time of 1:30. So he's set the fastest lap so far. So that's Dylan's teammate, Blixen P, who's actually set up that time. So very, very good there. And yeah, that's great to have you guys online with us. And yeah, we're very happy to have you on board with us. As I said, we did have a bit of a technical problem, but we seem to have resolved that. I've just sort of converted back to the normal way I broadcast on this channel, and it seems to be working fine. There we go. Wazzy puts up a 127. A 127. Gav Pig puts up a 129. Gentlemen in the, you can actually put up your predictions of what the time should be. So yeah, and obviously JP representing GT Sports South Africa. That's his basic team that he's looking after. So very nicely from him. And yeah, let's have a look and see who's also coming into the pits there. We out with De Wit's just come in from TNB, which is Turbo and Bullets, and he's put up a 128. So yeah, he's squeezed in between Gav Pig and Blixen P from GT Sport South Africa. So he's pushed in there as well. Just taking a bit of time on De Wit at the moment to see where he's going. Staff seems to have put in a nice time there as well. Sort of in 5th position. He's put a 132 in the Force India, so that's very, very nice work from him. And yeah, his teammate, top of the log at the moment. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. So we're happy to see that from the Force India team making themselves aware. There we go. Pete Ballas just puts in the Haas. He's just pushed himself up to 5th, which drops Staff down, right down the pack. Nice work from Dylan there. He's sort of put on a 130, so that's great stuff from him. And yeah, Blixen P, once again, some nice messages coming from his group of guys he hangs out with, which is GT Sport South Africa. So very nicely done. We'll have a look and see what's going on from the top down to the bottom. Let me see what's happened to Vino for real, should I say. He's still in the pits, waiting for him to come out in that McLaren. I was busy giving you a breakdown there of Vino. He's just joined us, I think, at the beginning of the stream. I mentioned that he was new to our group of guys driving. So we're very happy to see him on board at the moment. Just to give you a breakdown, if you've missed something, if you just joined the stream at the moment, let me tell you what's happening. Wasi on top of the log there, 127. Then it's De Wit. He's put in a 128. And then obviously going down through the column there, we can see the Muna. He's put on a 128. So those are your top 3 guys at the moment. I don't want to miss out on the guys that are still to set times. The guys are still wanting to put on a champion time. I think they're waiting silently there just to see what they're going to be doing. And then the rookie man, the rookie for the this season is obviously Samothi 11. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it properly, but I'll definitely try my best in this particular case. I mean, he's sitting at number 10, so very nicely done. And there we go. There are the team Reynolds, the judge, and then Devon. They've now pulled up 132s, very closely packed together there. So that's not too bad from that particular team. So very exciting stuff to watch. And there's Devon right there. I think they have put in a bit of practice this week, so it's great to see that paying off. Blix and P still in the pits now. I'm sure he's going to come out on track. Both team members there, pretty close times. And I see Dylan's actually giving his teammate, Dylan's from SAAOLR, which is your South African online racing community. He's given a little bit of a benchmark to his teammate, old Blix and P from GT Sports South Africa. He's saying, well, listen, chap, I should be the number one driver there. I've put on a quicker time. So let's see what happens to consistency, and let's see the rivalry. Even though they are team members here, I would be interested to see what's going on. I think the Haas, very interesting stuff. It seems as though Springbok Gamer is there. Staff has retired from the session, so I'm wondering what's going on there. I think they're close down to 8 minutes. So it's 8 minutes to make the time, guys. 8 minutes to make the time to actually be in the top 10. So just a little bit about the format. Maybe I didn't mention it, so you understand what's actually going on. So it's quite simple. They get more or less the guys have some time, around about 18 minutes to set up. It's an 18-minute qualification round, and they have 30 minutes practice, go into the 18 minutes, and then go from there. So great stuff. So I don't know what's actually happening with our friend Blix and P. He's on an outer lap at the moment, so let's actually move there. Let's see what he's doing, because he's on that outer lap. There we go. Here he is. So let's have a look. Oh, a little bit there going. Unfortunately, Dylan seems to be out. Obviously, took a little bit of an accident, I think. But let's see what's going on. So we're with Blix and P at the moment. He's going to try definitely improve that time over his teammate. Here he comes into the last corner. Pushes it through. That's about a fourth gear there, going down. And has he improved his time? Nope, he hasn't. So he remains now in 10th. He's got to do something to actually get up there. So I don't think he's going to have enough time. He's got 5 minutes to do something. Hopefully he comes up on top there. Yeah, Muna in the Williams now has set the fastest pole position time. It is a 1 minute 27.221. So Muna definitely doing something right this evening. He's just squeezed himself, but I'm a little bit unsure what's going to take place now, because otherwise he's going to go out for the last 5 minutes. He's got a couple of seconds to go, or it's going to be De Wit. And De Wit will get out there and try and beat that time, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty close. Yeah, I think a lot of guys want to actually, but wow, that was a fantastic time from Muna. Well done there. 1 minute 27.221, and that I think actually beats the previous season's record here at our track at the South African Academy Online Racing Esports Series. So very nicely done by Mona there. Let's see. Gav Pig, Slightly off the pace there, 1 minute and 28 seconds, 0.771. Bahrain, obviously quite a technical track, not that easy to race. And they're on the super softs, it looks like, at the moment, going through. So let's have a look and see what's going to be pushed through. We're with Muna at the moment. We basically got 4 minutes left of this session, and then we'll definitely know who is going to be the rock and roller on top grid position, as well as who's in second in the pole and third in the pole. So nicely done on that particular aspect. Let's go and have a look. Somebody off the track there. We're just whizzing through and seeing who's actually there or not. And if I go now, let's see. Blix and P obviously trying to get up there, trying to make that time happen. Almost, I'm just trying to see which sector they are through at the moment. And also, what I don't like to do, but I'll do it for you guys, is show too much information. Also, just to give you the tires and how many laps they've done on those tires. Very important. It looks as though 3 minutes left, and also a little bit left and right going from Pete Ballas there. Not obviously sure what was going on. Sackman's in the pits. Obviously, we had Springbok Gamer put on a nice little bit of time there, I think he's saving the tires, guys. Saving the tires. That's what they're doing, making sure they've got no issues there. I think almost done 3 laps on these super softs. So let's see what's happening. Yeah, it looks a bit shaky out there. Sackman, let's have a look at him. Blix MP retiring from the session, so not sure what happened there. Probably had enough. 2 minutes to go, so if you want to do anything, now's the time to do it. You got to get out on that track. Some guys waiting to see exactly where they're going to be. So there we go. The Haas, Springbok Gamer out. Seeing if he can do something. So less than 1 minute to go is going to be coming up in 40 seconds now. And then obviously you can't get out on the track, and I think that's basically it. This is going to be what it is. Set and done. De Wit's out there. He's now putting on the time. He's looking to make a change, maybe trying to take pole down the long straight. As I said, that's not start and finish on the GP. It's on the other side of the stadium, so he's still got a little way to go on this 5.4 kilometer track. And let's see what he's going to do. He's got the Red Bull in front of him, so it might slow him down, or he's going to give way. But I think he's been hindered, and obviously he's not going to be able to get by there. He might do it now, just to see if he comes down. And they look pretty much on par, those two. Hey, to try and get a time. There we go. He didn't beat the 128. So basically 30 seconds left in this session right now. And then we start with a formation lap. Then from the formation lap, we go straight into what's actually taking place from the formation lap. And we'll be going into the Grand Prix here at Bahrain on the South African Academy Online Racing Season 3. So we're busy counting down now, just getting everybody through the line. And then we will actually start the GP just under 2 minutes to go. Oh, a little bit off there. Coming into the pits now. So there we go. We're back with you. And let's have a look. We're going to be going down to the start. As I mentioned, there's a formation lap. Jeez, look, I even get points for watching. So, or is it for commentating? Having a look at the race director, seeing exactly what's happened. Obviously, Muna retired. Was he finished? Finished, retired, retired. I don't think there were any. There were quite a few incidents there. Just giving you a quick breakdown. Dylan exceeding the track limits. Then obviously the judge exceeding the track limits. Gooseman across the pit lane, the white line. Obviously Vino for real. Exceeding track limits as well. So yeah, quite happy to see that as well. Yeah, Franklin Saul, when are we going to be seeing you on the podium here? We'd love to have you on board back. I know that you raced with us in 2017. It was lovely to have you then. What you should be doing is coming back, and hopefully we'll see that soon. And also racing on the South African Academy Online Racing. So just go out there. I believe there is a special going on at the moment on 2018. So if you can find it, grab it and come and join us. Come and race some Formula One. Obviously, there are affiliations with other groups such as SAAOLR as well as Turbo and Bullets. So if you are interested in racing other leagues, and we're about to start this right now, they're on the formation lap. So this will just give them an opportunity to go around the track, warm up the tires, get their stories sorted out. He's going to be pushed back to the grid there, Dylan, and also Wasi. Weza, should I say, not Wasi, Weza. Oh my goodness. Disqualified. That all it means is that they'll just go straight through. They won't get to drive the parade lap. And we're just watching that through as well. So, yeah, we'll see what's going on there. And if you are joining us on the live stream, thank you for joining us. Always good to have you on board. Always great to see the support that we're getting around South Africa on the online community. Obviously, different folks for different strokes, or different strokes for different folks. When it comes to the type of gaming, with a lot of the guys, it's obviously around sports and driving games. And for us, it's obviously we're affiliated with a number of teams or clubs, should I say, that obviously support clean racing. So if you want to come down and race with us and you've got a copy of the 2018 F1, you can do that. If you've got a copy of Project Cars 2, you can do that with the SAAOLR guys. And all you need to do is just look. I will put it in our in the stream where you can get hold of us, and you can join these guys. They are clean races. Many of the guys have different leagues, so you can join from a beginners league up to the more competitive leagues. And you can have fun like us on a Sunday, coming through, having a lot of fun and enjoying the evening playing. So it's quite simple. It's a formation lap. You should be still in the game. I've got a lot of questions going through. So there normally is a formation lap. Then after the formation lap, this is now the time to put the pedal to the metal. So Dylan, you will be racing right now. Oh, seems like Wazzy has a little bit of a penalty going on there. Started off in second place, so he's got to do something. No touching, so that's great stuff. I must say, very nicely done. Having a look at what's happening through the midfield, all seems to be good. This is going to be a big one right here. So this is the corner that we have to look at. Oh, looks as though Staff has left the session. There we go. So I'm hoping that Fernandez is going to join me. I see he's just come online, so that's going to be great if he can. Oh, there they go. Both of them off there. So that's those guys are a little bit out. It looked to me as though it was the McLaren. So we need to see what's going on there. So everything seems to be happening so quickly, and it is not the type of track you want to keep open wide. There is Dylan on board with him at the moment, and I think that could be a Haas in front of him. So he's going to be looking for any opportunity to get through there. It's actually Pete Bullis in front of him. Let's just move up the line here. And we're on board with Blixenp. Let's see what he's going to do. I think he's got Ivan in front of him. No, he's got Gav Pig in front of him. There we go. Nice time set up by David there, 1:35. So he's put in the fastest time on the first lap. So we'll see what's actually taking place with him there. And then obviously go from there. So, yeah, here we come through. He's going to go. Sackman into 5th place at the moment. So that's already looking good for him at the moment. Springbok Gamer in the Haas. I mean, obviously clearing all, making sure he wasn't kept into any of that nonsense going through there. And that's very nicely done. On board with Weza in 3rd spot at the moment. You've got Wazi in 1st from Turbo and Bullets. Turbo and Bullets, so 3 of the top spots taken by the Turbo and Bullet boys. And let's see what happens. Very nicely done. So it looks as though the judge has moved up a spot, so that's great news. He's taken over his teammate. So Devon obviously just a little bit behind there, but lots and lots of work for them to do. Wazzy just put up a great time there. Munna, I have no idea what happened to Munna. I think he's dropped down into the pits at the moment. There he is. I think he was pushed out at that particular point in time. I didn't actually see what was going on there. Obviously trying to keep up. So he obviously must have come off the track somehow. So he's got to come back and fight his way back to the top there. So let's see if he can do that. Obviously 29 laps to try and do that in. So we're going to see how that goes. There's the McLaren. So he was off a little bit earlier on. Staffy just in front of him in the Force India. Obviously, we'll be keeping an eye on Gooseman coming through. So let's have a look and see what's going on there. And here's the rookie in the Red Bull. Then Devon. He's obviously coming through a zone at the moment. Whether you can use that or not, I'll just have a see and see if we can actually see what we can fathom from that. And then most of you will be probably asking me what sort of strategies they're on. We can obviously highlight that as well for you, but let's take it through there. A 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings on Gooseman 4, so we're obviously seeing what's going on there. Here we have somebody going into the pits. I'll have a look now and see who's going into the pits there. I think it's Wasi. Wasi was having a go there. Dylan's still out, so that's great news for the Alfa Romeo team. They're going to be looking, and just in front of him is Blixen P. Everybody wants to try and get up into at least the top 7 because there are the esports bucks which they get for obviously achieving certain things. Obviously top spot is where you want to be, but from a team perspective, obviously what they want to do is get as much of points as possible, but also to ensure that they earn money for their team. So that's what it's about. Gavin using the DRS right now, seeing if he's going to get up there. Very nice racing going on here. 17 guys on track. I mean, that is just phenomenal. It's great competitive racing. Guys are enjoying themselves. There's Blixen P. He's in 6th spot at the moment. And let me tell you, not too far off his opponent in front of him. So he's going to want to try and get through into that DRS zone. Here it goes now. And this is really great stuff from all of these guys. Gav Pig trying to get through there. A lot of guys trying for a positioning. Nice stuff. Under braking. You've got to watch that carefully because these cars are going to brake if you get too close to your opponent. So very nice driving from this bunch right here for 6th and 7th. So nice racing going on. And we're glad you're on board to watch it with us. Here we go. Looking for that opportunity. Gav Pig seems to have got past. So he's pushed Blixen P down to one place down. So yeah, let's carry on board here. Still a little bit wide. It looks as though Pete Bullis is going to get through. Yes, Pete Bullis just takes the position over from Blixen P. So he's lost out there. It's now all the hard work to get back to him. His teammate, I think, is just behind him as well. So he's got to look for that. Oh, too wide there. Too wide. Got to get it back. Okay, so we got 2 guys pitting at the moment. We've got to watch who that is. So the 2 pitting is obviously it is Dylan, his teammate, as well as Pete Bullis. And he's coming out now, but he's actually been able to take that position over. So, yes, that moves him up. So, a couple of guys moving up the Shakers at the moment. Sack doing very well in 4th place, making sure we're on lap 20. We're lap 6 of 29 at the South African Academy Online Racing Championship. This esports series bringing you. So car number 15 is the Sackman. Here's Springbok Gamer. Springbok Gamer now in 3rd spot. So Muna right down at the bottom, and he started in grid position, so don't know what happened there. Unfortunately, I didn't see what the incident was. Gav Pig climbing above the Sackman. We missed that, so let's go back there and have a look what's going down here, because it is getting pretty interesting. We've got Wasi coming up. He's going to be looking to pass the Sackman, so the Sackman's going to have to drive very carefully. Oh, that looked as though it was a bit suspicious, but I think it was just a lag that created that illusion. Obviously, race control. Oh, he's got a speeding penalty going into the pits. So that is a bit of an issue for that now. Looks as though Judge has moved up, so that's great news. He's moved up to 7th place. We're on back to the middle section with Blix and P. He's a little bit on his own out there. He's got to do some work. Looks as though the Judge, as you can see, the Judge is looking to pull him in. Nice work from Vino. For real. Vino for real. He's all alone as a team member of McLaren at the moment. So if there are any of you that want to actually join this league, we do have one spot left, and that is for the McLaren team. So if you're able to compete and you're willing to compete and participate, please give me a call and let's see if we can do that. So great stuff from Vino for real. He's coming up there doing very nicely. Back up to Gav Pig at the moment. Ooh, DeWitt's got a stop and go penalty. Speeding in the pits. This is going to be a bit of an issue. This is going to create some excitement for everyone at the moment, because it means that Gav Pigs just moved up into 3rd spot. Springbok Gamer is in 2nd position, and then it is definitely Wasi. He's in 4th, and then right on top of the pile there right now is Weza. So very, very nice for him at the moment. I'm wondering what the strategy is going to be. '17 still in the Grand Prix. That is phenomenally good at this stage. 8 laps. Fantastic driving by all involved this evening. Looks as though Gooseman's holding on to that 10th spot quite nicely. Muna's moved up. He's gone from 17th to 14th. And will this be now the way forward for him? Is he going to be coming back? There we go. Nicely done. That's Springbok Gamer there. Yeah, I think we're on board with the top man himself at the moment, who's got a great lead going forward. Springbok Gamer has just gone into the pits. Here he comes. He should be coming out any second now. Oh, it looks as though there's been some repair work to be done. And it looks as though that DeWitt has gone into the pits. I think he's probably done his penalties. Blixenp moved up to 5th position, just behind DeWitt. So we'll see what's going on there. Here's Wasi. I'm sure he's gonna have that DRS available for him, and Gav Pig right in front of him. So he's gonna wanna make sure that he pulls Gav Pig into him because he wants that overall takeover position. He's got to maintain his line. So they'll be screaming it down here into third, fourth gear. There we go, nicely done. And it looks as though Gav is going to be taken by Wasi. Nicely done. Yep, Wasi has taken the spot there. Nice bit of driving there from 96. So we're back on board now with the number one position at the moment, which is Weza. Wasi is behind him now, and I'm sure he's going to be looking to reel him in. Fifth spot there is Blix and P. Once again, just giving you a rundown quickly if you've just joined us. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully we can give you some information about what's happening here at the Esports Series Season 3. As you can see, we have on top of the pile at the moment is Weza, then Wasi. Wasi is in second place, but it's 15 seconds that gap, 15 seconds. Which is basically a pit stop, so it's not that big. Oh, it looks as though we've had a crash out in the 11th lap, and that is unfortunately Gooseman 4. He's wiped that car. So, I mean, there's the record already. 11 laps and 16 drivers left. That's fantastic stuff. Really great stuff. Staffy was a little bit off there. Hopefully he can do something. No, I'm hoping there's no damage to that car. But it looks as though he's got somebody on his tail. There we go. He lets him go through. Very nicely done. Munna's just moved up to 10 spots, so he's definitely been on Dylan there. There we go. Let's just have a look at this, what's going on. Munna's coming through the pack at the moment. Very hard race for him. Yeah, at the moment, Frankensaw, I think you're right. I think top 5 for Blix and P if he keeps it there. But I don't know. I'm looking who's behind him. And I can tell you now, Munna's not going to be putting himself to sleep at the moment. He's going to be looking to take on that top position. So this will be the challenge in actual fact to see. And if I'm looking at Munna at the moment, I mean, he is flying. He's got Pete Ballas in front of him. He's put on the tires that will probably last through the race. Yep, he has. So tire selection, very, very important here. And I have a feeling if he doesn't make any mistakes, it could be that he hasn't left it too late either, because we're on lap number 12. So I can tell you now, we're going to see a lot of things coming through. Ivan's in the pits. I don't know. He's busy. Oh, he's coming out there, which has pushed Dylan into 10th place. So he's in the points now. And yeah, let's have a look. I mean, Munna now, he's climbing that spot. He's climbing it. I'm telling you now, he's going to be up there. I haven't taken anything away from him this evening. I think his objective is still to do something. Here's Blixen P. So, yeah, he's got somebody in his sight. It's called the Judge. So, Blixen P looking at the Judge, man. The Judge 013. And let's see what he's going to be doing with him. So, Blixen P coming up. He's going to try and get past the Judge. Gav Pig's just set up. Oh, he's gone into the pits. So let's see Gav Pig on the other end of that. So basically your top three at the moment, and I didn't quite see that, was David taken now the top spot from Weza. Last season they were teammates in the McLaren. Now they're totally non-teammates. So I don't think there's going to be any love lost there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of I'm going to be getting in front of you stories. So we'll see what's going down there. But very nice to see Springbok Gamer. He's in third spot. So, as I said, we see Springbok Gamer in third spot there. Seems as though Wassi's back into fourth. Munna's gone up to seventh. So he's taken over Pete Ballas. And it looks as though Blixen P's dropped back to 10th place. And his teammate has gone in front of him. I know he did pit for a while. Here's the Judge man, making sure he gets to that line and gets what he needs sorted out. So a lot of changing going on. Oh, here comes the strategy now out on the whites. So obviously making decisions to finish the race on that. So that's basically going to take him right to the end. Maybe we can just have some details on the position changes. So there we go. And also, what about stops? So they're basically, the Sackman has stopped twice. Each one of the guys except for the rookie, he hasn't stopped yet. So waiting to see what's going to happen there. So just giving you, we got a number of guys that have actually done some tires, and they're on the softs as well as the mediums. And then we've got Gav Pig on the super soft, so he's going to be changing those quite frequently. So watching the stops at the moment. Maybe for the rookie, I spoke a little bit soon because he's just gone in and stopped now. Staff must have had an issue because he's sort of dropped 6 places. So I'm wondering what happened there. And then Munna had dropped 5 places. Now he's in 6th position. So he's slowly creeping up, making sure he's hauling back to get on the top of the pile. So unfortunately his teammate couldn't make it this evening. That's Nesmax 4, because that would have been almost full house for us this evening. But really nice racing overall from the guys. Great to see that we still have a great number of the guys in for this race. Obviously, concentration starts to get a little bit towards the sort of mid stages. We're on lap 16, so that's great news for us that most of the guys are still going. Through start and finish for Gav. So he started off in 5th. It looks as though Gav Pig's got Springbok Gamer in front of him. So he's going to be looking, and there looks to be a bit of traffic coming up for him at the moment. On board with Springbok Gamer at the moment. Here we go. So I've just had a query. When's the next race going to be happening? It's going to be happening next week, and it's China. We're going to go for China. We're going right up until probably the 25th of the 11th month. Oh, looks like we've just had a retiree. It looks like Vino out of the race. Unfortunately, didn't finish. Who is that? It looks as though, Ivan Stradham just was a little bit off there. Staff still in. Wassi's just put on a great time. So as I was mentioning, next week is the race in China. So hopefully, if the guys, if you're fast enough, you'll be able to get into the last spot, which is for the McLaren team. And we'd love to have you on board. Really love you to come and join us here at the South African Academy Online Racing Esports Series Season 3. And as I said, we'll continue up until probably the 11th month, the 25th day. And then we'll take a mid-break into the coming year. So it hasn't been finally decided, but we'll be bringing you as much of the action as possible. And obviously going forward on that as well. So it looks as though Ivan has retired from the session. He did not finish as well. So now we're starting to see them coming thick and fast. It is lap 18 that Ivan is out, unfortunately. Vino the lap before him. And then Gooseman. Like that. Yep, I would suggest you do that. Tell my boss to give me a big bonus so I can get my 2018. I won't even say anything more. You know, I'll tell your boss. Hey, boss, give Frankensaw a nice increase or a bonus so he can get the Formula One 2018 from Codemasters. Nicely done. Muna's up there. I'm just going to be looking there. Unfortunately, as we saw, Ivan out. Springbok Gamer, very nicely done at the moment. Keeping it real. In 4th spot. Oh, it looks as though I'm not too sure. Unfortunately, I'm not hosting at the moment because I had a bit of a technical issue, but we're busy sorting that out. Well, we had sorted that out. I do apologize. We had sorted that out. That's why I went back to just the normal way I stream, which is basically through the PlayStation stream. So thanks for joining. If you've joined us now and you need an update of what's going on, let me tell you what's going on. We've got T&B DW on lap number 19 leading this race. He's got about an 8-second lead, on T&B Wesa. Then just behind him, sort of in the region of 8 seconds, we've got Wasi. Then we have just behind him, Springbok Gamer. Then just behind him, Gav Peg. And then coming up, believe me, coming up is the Muna. 303. Definitely going to be Blixen P in 7th spot, the judge. And then we go on to Pete Bullis, the Sackman, Dylan, doing very nicely, a little bit behind though, but he's doing very nicely. He's 13 seconds off the pace, 14 seconds off the pace of the guy in front of him. Then we have Devon, and then the rookie. Once again, the rookie's still in this game. And I must take my hat off to Thomas. He's doing very well for his first season with us. There we go. You can see the distance now. 8 seconds. Looks like a 3-second penalty to Blixen P. Here we go. Down, down, down. Rookie's not doing too badly. Devon also not doing too badly. Nicely driven from him at this particular point. Pretty steady, pretty constant. Looking to make sure that they're sorting things out. Here's Staffy, ZA. Also looking good. No issues there. Obviously climbing his way up. Very nice from Dylan. Good driving. Nice competitive driving. Just in front of him is the Sackman. Then you got Pete Bullis. What we are seeing is a great performance by all drivers now. Great to have you on board with us. Once again, the guys that are watching the stream, it's fantastic to have you on board. Please push the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And as I said, we bring this to you on a Sunday night on a regular basis, around about 7:30. Here in South Africa, on South African time. So we're very happy to have you on board with us. And as I said, please leave a comment in the comments column as well. Tell us a little bit of what's going on. Yeah, thanks for that, man. I appreciate it. We try and bring you the best we can when it comes to entertainment. And one of our philosophies is to grow the online racing sport in South Africa. That's why we're calling this particular series the eSport series for the South African Academy Online Racing. So we do appreciate all of you participating, watching this broadcast. And I mean, for us, it's all about having lovely shot. Look at that lovely shot from the helicopter, just showing you exactly where they are and what's happening. Oh, yes, here we go. It is going to be... It's going to be a very close race between Gav Pig here and Springbok Gamer. And I think what we need to do is just go on board quickly. Let's go in on board. He's got DRS. Going to be going down like a bullet into this right-hander. He's going to go down to about number 2 gear. It should be number 2. Yes, there it is. And let's see, Gav Pig, you have a penalty for that now. So it's got to be, you got to be careful here. I haven't been sleeping. I know that the Muna has moved up to 4th, guys. And I'm telling you now, bear the brunt. He's going to go all the way. I reckon the Muna is looking to come from the back of the race. He's basically got a few laps to do it in now. And if we go with Muna on board now, you can see he's pushing it. Oh, he's pushed it too much. Did I jinx him? I hope I didn't. Ah, you can see by those tires. You can see those tires are battling a little bit. Really, they are battling. So Muna's just dropped down. It looks as though Gav Pig's now taken 4th spot. Wessa is coming out of the pits now. I saw that. Nice pit stop from his crew. If we go here, there's white tires, and you can see they're starting to wear down. All happening, guys, all happening. You don't want to miss anything here. You don't want to miss anything. Great to see that, guys. Sorry, I'm only picking up on the commentary at the moment on the side there, but it's good to see some guys letting their parents get involved as well, watching this, because this is exciting stuff. This is what it's about. It's about championship for the South African championship, for this, the right to boast that I was season 3 champion is what this is all about. So yeah. So nicely done. Nicely done. Pushing back. Here we go. Is he gonna take, is he fighting again? No, it's sack man, 3-second penalty. So bonus obviously gone, because you also get a bonus for clean racing. So if you've got any violations, they do not count. Just in front of him, the judge, obviously taking care of business there. This is going to be interesting. Can I whip this back? Let me whip this back to here. Oh, here we go. On board with Blix and P. He's got the judge in front of him. He'll be looking to see that. I'm watching the top bots over there just to see if anything goes down. And it is De Wit, which is the race leader. Oh, watch it. Don't lose it. Nicely done. Yeah, these are both experienced racers, guys. They're been doing this for a while. And you can see, oh, a little bit of a bump. A little bit of a bump. Hopefully it's not too much damage. Better watch your braking here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what happens. You can see there, traction control off. Nicely done. And he gets by. Nicely done there. Pete Bullis in 8th. Let's go the Munna. Munna's dropped down to 6th at the moment. Then we're on board with Springbok Gamer now. Gav Pig just in front of him. He's just taken over a back marker there. And let me just push that back. So now we should be having a blue flag coming up on Devon. Nicely done. Yep. Fantastic. Let's go up to Gav Pig. Here we go. I knew it was coming. That fastest lap was going to come from Wasi. Into second gear, pushes it through. Let's have a go with Wessa. How far is he from David? That's the question now. He's got the sack man in front of him. So he's got 10 spot in front of him now. So he's got to get past him as quickly as possible if he wants to make that move now, because it's lap 26. But I think 18 seconds off the pace at the moment. David in a comfortable lead. Here is in front of him now. Looks like we're in top position now at the moment. It looks like Pete Bullis, man. Great comment there. Great comment from one of the viewers. You can read it. Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Pete Bullis in front of DW. I think DW is just taking it easy now. I'm just going to go back down the roster and see, because this might be giving some people some opportunity to pick up. Sackman's still holding that position. He's quite firm there. And Wes has still got a way to go. And so has Gav. But that doesn't mean that it's over yet. Gav Pig, another 3-second penalty. So this could change altogether, having a look at what's going on there. I don't even think Springbok Game is racing Gavin anymore. And all due respect, Gav, but you've got some issues there, boy. It's called corner cutting. Oh, goodness. He's got to watch himself. Here's Munna. And then just behind him, Pete Bullis. There he goes through. Nicely done. Pete Bullis is here. Bliksem P. Yeah, I'm just going to push that out. Coming through. So good stuff. Here we go. Here's some action. Oh, migrating hosts. There we go. That has done the deed. Here they go, round. Oh, there was a little bit of a nudge there. Green flag still going. So let's have a look who's who in the zoo. There's a horse. Wow. Force not with us tonight. Force, wherever you are, we hope you're well, and we look forward to seeing you. He's one of the other members. Thanks, Jack. What the hell is going? Well, what the hell is happening? I'll let you know what's happening. If you want to see what's happening, I'll tell you. We're on lap 29, and at the moment, De Wit he's sort of slipped down nicely, and he's done. Blixen P coming in. I am. Oh, Wazzy did not finish. What happened, Wazzy? My goodness. Fantastic stuff, guys. So it looks as though the race is a bit of a... It looks as though it's done. We're all happy. Yes. De Wit's not so happy because he's had a flat. And yeah, that means at the moment the current standings are TMB Wesi has taken pole position. De Wit is second. Springbok Gamer, ladies and gentlemen. Springbok Gamer has the third spot on the podium this evening. Congratulations to him. Gav Pig comes in fourth. Wasi unfortunately did not finish. Blixenp, fantastic drive from you, my good man. You come in at sixth. And then obviously the Muna 303 comes in seventh spot. And then we have Dylan in eighth. The judge man, it looks like they're all moving up. They will be moving up at the moment because it means because Wazzy is out and did not finish, it means they all move up a spot on the podium. So, and this is actually fantastic news for most of these gentlemen because it means they move up one spot and one position thereof. So great stuff. And yes, it is absolutely wonderful to see what is going on, and it's fantastic to see the end result now means that Dylan did very well. Yes, and we'll let you know. You'll see the standings in a couple of seconds here. And who takes podium right now is the Red Bull. And well done, guys. Fantastic stuff to watch. And we hope to see you on Sunday next week. We'll be looking forward to seeing you guys. We have coming up, we have the Chinese Grand Prix. So that's going to be good to watch. So if you are available, come and see what is happening. And it's fantastic to have had you on board today. We're busy just having a look at some of the highlights as well as what has actually happened. The guys have done exceptionally well. There we go. There is the final from the race director. It's TNB Weza. Then it is TNB DW. Then Springbok Gamer, Gavin, Blixenp, the Muna. Well done, the Muna. He had a tough going there. In seventh spot, Wesa. Then it's Dylan. Then we move down to the judge, Sackman, Pete Ballas, Zede, then Devon, Staffy, and then in 14th spot we have, so very, very nice drive by all involved. Fantastic drive. Can we have a look quickly? Oh, I just missed it. But anyway, that was the director's side. Guys, fantastic evening. Hope you had as much fun as I did this evening. Well done, boys. To those guys that were tuning in, if you just smash the like button as well, if you enjoyed what you saw this evening. It was fantastic to have you along, and we appreciate all the time and very, very much appreciate your views. Remember, what we're doing is promoting online racing in South Africa, so smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and you'll get more and more coming out of this particular channel. We do appreciate the time. I will have next week my co-commentator with me, who I've missed this week. My voice is almost dead, and I need to have him coming and supporting me. So yo to everybody. Have a lovely week, and we'll see you next week on the South African Academy Online Racing. Thank you for joining.